Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I have a little YABO. I just opened the box and I got a bunch of cool stuff. This is only a fraction of it. I have a bunch more things, but I just grabbed a couple things to focus on here so the video wouldn't be all that long. But here's a little note that accompanies this wonderful package. It says, hey Jeff, I'm a long-time viewer, subscriber of your channel. I think it's been at least 15 years of watching your videos. I want to thank you for all the entertainment over the years. To thank you, I'm just sending you some junk, LOL. These are all things I've randomly come across and bought or have been given. The Spyderco Police was my first ever, quote, expensive knife, I'm just adding words now, expensive purchase for a knife, and you helped inspire that decision. I know the clip is broken for the second time. Maybe you could send it back if that interests you. None of the items hold any real sentimental value, and therefore you can sell or trade or even throw away if you see fit. Thank you again for everything. Sincerely, Daniel Rodman. P.S. I'm not trying to be on or off camera. I do not care either way. I know I'm not sending anything crazy. So first off, Daniel, I really want to say thank you. And I've had things sent to me for many, many years. Really expensive stuff, really cheap stuff. I appreciate all of it, every little bit of it. In fact, you know, random things in this little lot that you sent are going to bring me great joy. So I really appreciate it. But this is, like I said, some specific things I kind of wanted to focus on. One thing I don't have in front of me right now, but my wife grabbed it right away. Actually, two things she grabbed. He had a little, it's kind of like a wallet insert, almost like just like a card holder from Coach. Loved it. She's going to use that herself. It's black leather, has like a wrap on the side. That was very nice. And also a deck of cards from Starbucks from, I think, 2018. So I thought that was awesome. Also, mentioning my wife, Christina, this hat was in this lot. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, this cow is super familiar, but I really could not place it. Like, I opened it up, literally said, oh, there's a hat in here. And she was sitting there doing something else while I was opening the package, and she's like, oh, Moobies. Moobies? Mooby, right? This is from Jay and Silent Bob. I thought that was hilarious. She knew right away. I love Jay and Silent Bob, but my wife is even more into it. In fact, one of my neighbors, well, I don't want to say exactly who it is, but it's someone involved in those movies. In fact, it is one of the actors from Clerks that literally lives down the street. I see him all the time. I got a picture of him when I first bumped into him, and it turns out he's just a couple of houses down. How about that? So yeah, it's kind of weird because when I'm just driving by doing normal life stuff, outside mowing the lawn, and it's kind of weird. But you know, people have to live somewhere, right? So anyway, that was really cool. So let me show you this stuff. I got some Zippos. These are awesome. These are both from 2011. Also some other Zippos. We have an Anarchy logo. Now, when I was a teenager in the 90s, Anarchy was cool. I'm an adult now. Anarchy would not be cool. So that's kind of funny how that works out. But still, a nice logo, or at least a design there. It's very cool. And that one's brand new. Then we have this guy, which is probably the coolest thing. Well, no, there's some other really cool stuff too. But one of the coolest things, this is the first Zippo that I opened in these packages, and I had a huge smile on my face. This is a Zippo for the SE Rat Knives, Randall Adventure Training. Very, very cool. Huge fan of SE Knives. This one's also brand new. Not even opened. This one's from 2008. And then there's a third Zippo, well, a fifth Zippo, counting the other ones, and this one has a nice like stonewash finish on it. All right, and that one is also new, and that one's from 2015. So those are very cool. In fact, I've been playing with Zippos a little bit more lately. So those are going to go right into the collection. In fact, I'm going to carry and use probably, even though this is brand new, I kind of want to carry this one. So I actually just rediscovered my own designed pouch. I don't know if you guys remember, some of the OG viewers for my channel from years ago, you might remember that I literally designed a Zippo pouch holder for CountyCom. It was actually used to be sold to some military units, and they sent me a couple of the samples when I was going through that, and I still have those, and I occasionally carry them. It was pretty cool. I probably have a video on it from back in the day. But anyway, that one's going to get carried, I think, and of course the regular SAT ones will get carried. So besides that, got to have the 50 BMG rounds. This one is from United Cutlery, right, which is always a blast from the past for me. I got countless United Cutlery stuff from like Bud K and Smoky Mountains for years and years. You can see a little United logo on the bottom there, and this actually has a pretty long blade, probably 4 inches or so. Very, very heavy, super hefty. I don't know if this is, I mean, I doubt it's brass. It's probably brass plating, so it's nice and shiny, a little copper plate and brass plate, but I don't know if it's pot metal, you know, or steel, but this thing has to weigh, I mean, it weighs way more than a real 50 BMG round. It's hefty. Best guess, like 6-7 ounces, no joke. That is a hefty, you know, but cool knife. I love it. I think it's really awesome. Then, take a look at this. So here's the Spyderco Police, which is a fantastic knife. And he said the pocket clip broke for a second time, which is very unfortunate because the screws broke off. All right, so this is not something that could be easily fixed by myself. I'll clean up the scale here. I might actually just carry this, you know, or incorporate this into one of my EDC pouches or something, but you can see that the screws actually broke off. Now, what you can do, it's unfortunate, if it was just one in the middle, you could do 2 screws, but if you just put 1 screw on the top, it would shift, like the pocket clip would slide, so it's not that stable. I suppose if you have the time and the tools, you can drill those out and re-tap it, you know what I mean, but you'd have to be pretty darn precise to be able to use stock screws on that. You might have to use something else. But still, what a wonderful knife, even without the pocket clip. Actually, I didn't open this yet. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, wait. There's a screw in there. How about that? You see it in there? All right, let's take this knife, which is a K-bar pruning knife. The screw's right in the top here. That's all that's preventing... Oh, I heard it. Oh, there it is. All right, well, that's good news. Put that off to the side. Now it should open. There we go. And the lockup is fantastic. So we have a fully serrated Spyderco Police in VG10. Fantastic knife. This one actually looks like it's in good shape outside of the pocket clip situation. Lots and lots of scratches, but it gives it lots and lots of character. Beautiful piece. This one will actually get carried and used. I'm going to clean it up, get some of the residue off from the pocket clip off of there. And yeah, I don't know if I'll eventually send it in or not. I don't know what Spyderco can do. I don't think they're going to like drill and tap it. I don't know if it's worth time for a repair. I don't know if they would just replace that or what. We'll see. Maybe in the future I'll play around with that. But still, very, very cool knife. All right, as I just showed, we have an older K-bar. This is a pruning style knife. All right, so you could hold it actually backwards like this and use this for gardening and such. Big old hawkbill blade there. Very cool old knife. Then we have a Boy Scout knife, and I actually collect Boy Scout knives. So this is going to go into that collection. I don't think I've ever really shared that before, but I like Boy Scout knives across the board. There's also a fixed blade that he sent that's in a sheath. It's actually a sheath for a bayonet, so it's not the original sheath. And unfortunately, the knife, it's like stacked leather handles, and the bolster's loose, and so the stacks it's all coming loose and stuff. But I'll see if I can play around that and fix it. But anyway, very traditional little Boy Scout knife. Open our main blade here. You can see this is from Ulster. Get a zoom on this. And even though there's a little patina, and some light surface rust and stuff on that blade, you might be able to make out some of those markings, Boy Scouts of America. If you've ever seen a Boy Scout knife, they're all pretty much the same. You can kind of make out some of those words underneath there. But very cool, USA. All right, so we have our main blade. Let me back up the camera here. We have some common other tools, our flathead combination bottle opener. All right, on the other side we have our can opener, and then we have an awl. Okay, very cool, and a big old bail. So this one is literally going to go into my collection. I'm assuming this one has a faux bone. It's possible this is real bone. I'd have to really kind of date it and look at it further, but just, quick inspection. Literally saw this like 2 minutes ago for the first time. It's very cool. I don't think I have one with white bone, whether it's genuine or not. So that is going to go right to the collection. This is a great example of one man's junk is another man's treasure. I love all this stuff. I love the stuff that's on the other table, which I didn't bring over here because there's too many random things. Let's see, I'm looking over right now. A couple little random folders. Some are broken, some aren't. There's a little Victorinox SAC Classic, the SD. There's little tiny SOG, what were they, microns, I think. But yeah, some pretty cool stuff. So 2 other knives here. These will be sent back. One is, well, there's no shield there. So what is this? This is an old case knife. All right, see, tested XX razor edge. You can see the case logo there. In fact, you can date that, all right, by the tank stamp. Very cool knife, just happens to be missing the little shield there. So I'm pretty sure the case could just, you know, throw a new shield in that guy. So let me say this is a 63168. Let's see. Let's zoom in. I don't know these patterns offhand, all of them. 6318 HP, right, an SSP. So you can Google that or check out, you know, Case's website and see exactly the model there. All right, SS. Very cool knife, just needs a little shield. And this guy is a Case Canoe, which is heavily worn. Beautiful knife. I've never actually seen this before. It's missing part of the back spring. I went to open it, and it just kept on opening. So we have a custom case here. You can open it all the way to that point and, you know, kind of cut with a full grip here. Yeah, I never really saw that specific type of damage before, but again, you can date these by just looking at the tank stamp there. Let that focus a second. Let me zoom in. It's a little better detail. All right, but still super cool. Again, offhand, don't know the exact year. Just take a few minutes to look it up. But still a beautiful knife. Like I said, I believe this one is a canoe pattern, 2-blade canoe. All right, the other one is good to go. So actually, look at this other blade, the markings. We have, let's see, let's zoom back in. All right, looks like 62132, something like that, I believe. All right, you can get the exact pattern. So yeah, just, I mean, awesome stuff. I really want to thank you, Daniel. This was, it was very generous and very nice of you. And it really is like a, you know, again, one person just, like he said, this doesn't have any sentimental value. It's just kind of junk sitting around or whatever. This is not junk to me. This is awesome. I love all this stuff. I mean, of course, you know, you might run across maybe an old flea market knife they don't really care about or anything, and you just see it as junk, but someone out there would love that knife. So, you know, I appreciate you sending it my way because it'll certainly be appreciated, all this stuff. So 2 thumbs up for you. Thank you very much. So that is all for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned in the future. Like I said, I'll probably send these back to Case to see what they'll do. They could probably slap a shield on there. It's totally fine. This, I don't think they're going to take it apart. They'll probably replace it, if I had to guess, with a similar pattern. But I'm kind of curious about that. As far as Spyderco goes, again, don't know what I'm going to do with it offhand because it's totally functional without the clip. I don't need the pot clip on there. You know, would it be nice to have it? Sure. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. But anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.